Your dog is constantly telling you whether they're living a good life or just getting through the day. The difference between a dog who's briefly content and a dog who's genuinely fulfilled is huge, and the signs have been right in front of you this whole time. Number 1. They sleep like nobody's watching. Picture your dog choosing to sleep with their belly completely exposed, back to the door, legs everywhere. Now in the wild, this position would get them killed. Yet here they are, snoring away without a care in the world. Dogs who do this have basically told their ancient survival instincts to take a permanent vacation. Watch your dog tonight. If they're sleeping in positions that would make them easy prey, on their back, stretched out, belly exposed, they're showing you that their life is so consistently good that 15,000 years of survival programming has been overwritten by pure contentment. The deeper they sleep in these positions, the more profound their sense of safety. Number 2. Their playtime gets weird and creative. Every dog plays, but dogs living amazing lives do something special with their play. They make up complicated games with plot twists. They'll bring you a rope toy, but when you reach for it, suddenly the game becomes chase. Then, mid-chase, they'll grab a ball. Then they'll drop everything and start doing zoomies. They're directing their own little action movie with constantly changing scripts. That familiar play bow every dog does represents just the beginning. Really happy dogs develop their own special moves they only do with certain people. Maybe your dog has a specific spin they do before playing with you, or a particular head fake they use with their favorite dog friend. These signature moves become their personal handshake with the world. Timing reveals everything about their emotional state. Dogs living great lives will suddenly decide it's party time at the most random moments. You're washing dishes and boom, play mode activated. You're on a work call and here comes your dog with that sparkle in their eye. Joy bubbles up naturally throughout their day because being happy has become their permanent baseline, and they need to express it somehow. Number 3. They barely touch you, but constantly. Now forget the obvious stuff like jumping on you or demanding belly rubs. Dogs who are deeply satisfied with life have mastered the art of the tiny touch. They'll walk by and their fur will just barely brush your leg. They'll lie down and position themselves so just the tip of their tail touches your foot. They'll look at you for exactly 2 seconds during a walk, then keep going like nothing happened. These little touches work completely differently from needy attention seeking. Scientists discovered that these brief contacts actually light up the same happy centers in the dog's brain as a full cuddle session, but only in dogs who are already emotionally fulfilled. Each tiny touch functions like a little "I love you" note dropped throughout the day. A dog who gives you 20 of these micro touches every day actually shows more life satisfaction than one who demands constant petting. They're so emotionally full that grand gestures become unnecessary. These whisper soft touches are enough because their emotional tank stays permanently topped up. Now pay attention to the drive-by love tap. When your dog takes a longer path just to brush against you, they could easily walk around you, but they choose that split-second contact. Dogs only develop this behavior when they're so secure in your love that they can show affection in the smallest possible ways, knowing you'll understand. Number 4. They bounce back from scary stuff in seconds. Every dog gets startled. Doorbell rings, fireworks boom, strange dog barks. But dogs living truly happy lives have developed a superpower: lightning-fast recovery. While a stressed dog might stay worked up for half an hour, these dogs return to baseline in less than a minute. They still react to stimuli. They'll bark at the doorbell or jump at loud noises. That stays normal. But watch what happens immediately after. Within seconds, their breathing normalizes, their body relaxes, and often they yawn. That yawn signals their brain hitting the reset button, and it only happens when a dog's nervous system is genuinely healthy. When scientists measured dogs' heart rates during stressful moments, they discovered something incredible. Dogs from happy, stable homes showed appropriate stress responses. They could differentiate between actual danger and just annoying stuff. This discrimination only develops when everyday life keeps proving safety. Now, the ultimate test comes when you accidentally step on their paw. A truly happy dog might yelp, but within seconds they're seeking comfort from you, the very person who hurt them. They bounce back to trusting you immediately because their worldview is so fundamentally positive that one bad moment can't shake their foundation. This immediate return to trust shows how deeply their sense of security runs. Number 5. They sometimes ignore their food bowl. Now this behavior amazes most people. Really happy dogs often leave food in their bowl. They'll eat a bit, wander off to check something out, maybe come back later. The behavior has nothing to do with health issues. It emerges when a dog has never ever worried about their next meal. Dogs who've always had reliable meals start treating food differently. They might bring toys to their food bowl, or eat a little, go see what you're doing, then come back for more. Food becomes just another nice part of their day, rather than a desperate necessity, because abundance has always been their reality. You can interrupt them while eating and they show zero concern. You can pet them, move their bowl, even take food from their mouth. They just pause and look at you with mild curiosity. Their brain doesn't register you as a threat to their resources because experience has taught them more always comes. Watch their behavior around treats. A truly happy dog gets excited but maintains control. They can perform tricks without fixating on the treat like it might vanish. They wait calmly while you prepare it, and sometimes they'll actually decline a treat if they're not hungry. Only dogs who've never experienced scarcity can casually turn down free food. Their relationship with resources has become completely relaxed. Number 6. Being alone doesn't stress them out. Everyone discusses separation anxiety, but scientists have discovered its opposite. Dogs so secure that alone time becomes genuine rest time. Hidden cameras reveal these dogs don't pace or wait by the door, they actually sleep deeply when you're gone. Look at their sleeping positions when alone. Anxious dogs face doors, curl up tight, or position themselves to watch for your return. Happy dogs sleep in the middle of rooms, on their backs, in positions leaving them completely vulnerable. They're actually resting rather than maintaining vigilance because they trust your return is guaranteed. Scientists in Japan observed dogs' sleep patterns when home alone. Dogs from stable, happy homes fell into deep dream sleep within 15 minutes of their owner leaving. Anxious dogs barely achieved deep sleep until the owner returned. Now, this kind of profound rest during separation only occurs when a dog's attachment system is completely secure. These dogs do something interesting when you prepare to leave. Instead of following you anxiously, they often go to their bed before you've even grabbed your keys. They recognize departure signals and think, great, quiet time. Some actually seem to enjoy their alone time, saving certain toys or bones specifically for solo play. Their ability to find contentment alone shows their happiness doesn't depend entirely on your presence. Number 7. They're curious but always check in with you. Now, dogs living great lives demonstrate perfect balance. They explore new things while keeping you as their emotional anchor. On walks, they'll investigate something interesting, then look back at you as if sharing their discovery. The behavior shows connection rather than anxiety. Scientists describe this as secure exploration. These dogs approach novelty with curiosity instead of fear, following a specific pattern. Investigate, return to you, investigate again with increased confidence. Now, this back and forth demonstrates they use you as their safety net while maintaining independence. Put them somewhere new and watch their adjustment. They might show caution for about 30 seconds, then begin exploring with growing confidence. Just knowing you're present provides enough security. They don't need constant reassurance. This rapid environmental adaptation only develops when a dog's worldview treats new things as interesting rather than threatening. When something doesn't work out, they can't reach something or another dog won't play, they simply redirect to the next interesting thing. This easy redirection shows their happiness doesn't require perfect outcomes. They're playing life on easy mode because contentment is already their default state, making individual disappointments irrelevant. Number 8. They have different tail wags for different people. Every dog wags their tail, but truly happy dogs have developed an entire vocabulary of tail movements. They create one wag for you, a different one for your partner, another for the neighbor they like, and a special one for their dog best friend. Each important relationship gets its own personalized greeting. Using slow-motion cameras, researchers counted over 30 different tail positions and movements in happy, balanced dogs, compared to only about 10 in stressed dogs. A content dog might have a specific tail curl just for treat time, a particular angle for play invitations, or a unique wiggle when they're happy but sleepy. These dogs even make different facial expressions for different situations. They might raise just one eyebrow when confused, or tilt their head at varying angles depending on what they're processing. This expressive complexity only emerges when a dog's emotional life is rich enough to require such detailed communication. Watch for anticipatory body language. Happy dogs start showing excitement before events occur. They develop a certain look when dinner time approaches, or a specific tail position when sensing an incoming walk. Being able to anticipate and physically express future joy means their days contain reliable happy moments they can count on. This predictable pleasure has become woven into their daily experience. Number 9. They're social chameleons. Now, dogs with amazing lives can completely adjust their personality based on their companion. Around puppies, they become patient teachers. With elderly dogs, they show respectful calm. With high-energy dogs, they match that intensity perfectly. And this social flexibility requires serious emotional intelligence that only develops when a dog has mental energy to spare. Research reveals these dogs can read and respond appropriately to the emotions of up to 15 different individuals, both humans and other dogs. They'll approach you differently when you're sad versus happy, and they remember these patterns. Your dog knows your Monday mood differs from your Friday mood and adjusts accordingly. In experiments where dogs could share treats with other dogs while getting nothing themselves, emotionally fulfilled dogs consistently chose to share. This altruistic behavior only emerges when a dog's own needs are so thoroughly met that they have emotional resources to give away. How they handle rejection reveals everything. If another dog declines play or a human ignores them, they don't persist or become distressed. They simply redirect to another activity. This resilience shows their happiness doesn't depend on universal approval. They're already operating from abundance rather than scarcity. Number 10. They know your schedule better than you do. Now, truly happy dogs create detailed mental calendars of their life. They know Tuesday brings the garbage truck. They recognize your afternoon shoes mean short walks, while morning shoes mean long adventures. They hear the school bus 3 blocks away and know kids arrive soon. Research discovered dogs in happy, enriched homes can track and predict up to 40 different daily patterns. They understand life's rhythm rather than just reacting to immediate events. And this complex mental mapping only develops when a dog's brain has capacity beyond basic survival. These dogs demonstrate future excitement, getting pumped about events hours before they occur. They might bring you their leash at 3 p.m. because they know kids get home at 3:30 and walks follow. This ability to anticipate future joy indicates their life contains enough positive patterns to make prediction worthwhile. Watch how they navigate your house. Happy dogs develop preferences beyond just knowing the layout. They take different routes depending on time of day, weather, or who's home. They might avoid the kitchen during morning rush, but hang out there for afternoon snack possibilities. They're actively curating their experiences rather than just existing in space, choosing their path through each day. Number 11. Your bad mood doesn't wreck their day. Deeply happy dogs demonstrate something special. They don't automatically mirror every emotion around them. If you're stressed, they might check on you without becoming stressed themselves. They can distinguish between your problems and their reality. When scientists studied dogs' brains while their humans were upset, they found fascinating differences. In secure, happy dogs, the problem-solving part of the brain activated rather than the panic center. They were choosing their response rather than automatically absorbing the emotional atmosphere. These dogs might verify you're okay when upset, then return to their bed once satisfied you're safe. They don't hover anxiously or mirror your stress. Being able to offer comfort without absorbing negative emotions shows their happiness is so stable that temporary human moods can't destabilize them. During family arguments, while some dogs hide or become agitated, truly happy dogs often just position themselves where they can monitor everyone while staying calm. They remain emotionally available without becoming emotionally compromised, and their steady presence shows they can witness tension without internalizing it. Number 12. Their mornings are chill. Forget crazy jumping and face-licking morning greetings. Dogs living their best life display controlled morning joy. They're pleased to see you without desperation. They might stretch, slowly wag their tail, approach for some pets, then calmly await whatever comes next. And this measured morning response reveals something significant. They weren't lying awake, stressed about your awakening. Studies with overnight monitors show happy dogs maintain normal sleep even when humans sleep late. They're genuinely resting rather than anxiously waiting. These dogs have morning preferences without morning demands. Maybe they prefer going outside first, or eating first, or cuddles first. But routine changes don't cause drama. This flexibility shows their happiness doesn't depend on rigid schedules. They have preferences within their contentment, not requirements for achieving it. Watch for their morning vibe check, that moment where they gauge your energy before setting theirs. If you're rushing, they'll be efficient. If you're relaxed, they'll be leisurely. This social calibration first thing in the morning shows they're starting from contentment rather than neediness. They can match your energy because they're not desperately trying to fill an emotional void. Number 13. They have weird little rituals they invented. Now, every dog has comfort behaviors, but truly happy dogs create pleasure rituals, unique actions performed purely for enjoyment rather than anxiety management. Maybe they always grab a specific toy after dinner or do exactly 3 spins before lying on the couch. These behaviors are celebrations rather than compulsions. The key difference lies in flexibility. Anxious dogs have rigid routines they must complete, while happy dogs have rituals they choose to perform. They might skip them occasionally or modify them situationally. Choosing these comfort behaviors shows they're adding extra joy to an already satisfying life rather than managing stress. Research found the happiest dogs had about 5 different comfort rituals they'd cycle through. Now, importantly, these were self-invented rather than learned behaviors. Maybe they discovered that hanging their head off the bed feels amazing, or that carrying a sock around brings deep satisfaction. These behaviors often emerge during peak happiness moments, when contentment needs physical expression. It might be a special carpet roll after great walks, or a particular happy groan when settling for naps. These joy expressions are like satisfied sighs, completely unnecessary but deeply fulfilling to perform. Number 14. They act like they have all the time in the world. Dogs living amazing lives move through their day without urgency. They'll stop mid-walk for thorough smell investigations. They'll pause while eating to observe their surroundings. They behave like beings who trust time is abundant. Researchers found dogs in happy environments experience enhanced presence. They engage fully with current activities because they're not anxiously anticipating what's next. A stressed dog wolfs down food, fearing scarcity. A happy dog eats leisurely, sometimes even walking away mid-meal before returning. These dogs show patience beyond mere training. They can wait without watching. If you're preparing dinner, they might lie down instead of staring. If they want outside but you're occupied, they'll find alternative activities rather than obsessing. This ability to defer gratification without distress only develops when life consistently proves good things come to patient dogs. Transition handling reveals everything. Walk ending brings acceptance. Playtime conclusion causes no distress. Bedtime arrives without resistance. They flow between activities like beings who know more good experiences always await. So ending one thing doesn't represent loss. Each transition is just a bridge to the next pleasant experience. Number 15. They sleep in chapters. Really observant owners notice this final sign. Truly happy dogs don't just sleep extensively. They have different sleep types throughout the day. Power naps, deep sleeps, light dozing, alert resting. And this variety only emerges when dogs feel safe enough to fully relax in different ways. Sleep researchers found emotionally satisfied dogs spend significantly more time in dream sleep than stressed dogs. More importantly, they can achieve dream sleep in just 10-minute naps, not only during long night sleeps. Dropping into dreams this quickly means their nervous system can shift into deep rest mode instantly. Watch for social sleeping, sleeping near you but not touching, positioned to see you upon waking. Now this represents deep sleep with maintained awareness rather than vigilance. This perfect balance between independence and connection during sleep only happens when emotional needs are completely fulfilled. Happy dogs select different sleep spots for different purposes throughout the day. Sunny spots for afternoon dozing, cool tiles for deep midday sleep, near family for evening rest. This thoughtful location selection shows they're actively crafting their rest experience for maximum enjoyment rather than just collapsing from exhaustion. But there's one behavior that surpasses all of these combined. Check out this video to find out.